In the days when the judges ruled, there was a famine in the land. A man named Elimelech left Bethlehem with his wife Naomi and their 2 sons. They went to live in the land of Moab, seeking bread. Sometimes the path to blessing leads through unexpected places. In Moab, Elimelech died, leaving Naomi alone with her sons. The sons married Moabite women, Orpah and Ruth. Then, after about 10 years, both sons also died. Naomi was left with nothing. No husband, no sons, no grandchildren. Only 2 foreign daughters-in-law remained. When Naomi heard that I had visited my people and given them food, she prepared to return home. But she urged her daughters-in-law to stay in Moab. Go back to your mother's homes. May the Lord show you kindness. May he grant you rest in the home of another husband. Orpah kissed Naomi goodbye and went back to her people and her gods. It was the reasonable choice, the safe choice. But Ruth clung to Naomi. She would not let go. Sometimes faith looks like holding on when everyone else lets go. Ruth spoke words that echo through eternity. Do not urge me to leave you. Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God. Where you die, I will die. Nothing but death will separate us. This is covenant loyalty. The 2 women arrived in Bethlehem as the barley harvest was beginning. The whole town was stirred. Is this Naomi? Call me Mara, bitter, she said, for the Almighty has made my life very bitter. She did not yet see that I was working all things for her good. Ruth asked Naomi for permission to glean in the fields, gathering leftover grain behind the harvesters. It was the provision I had made for the poor in my law. She happened to find herself in a field belonging to Boaz, a relative of Elimelech. Nothing in my kingdom happens by chance. Boaz came from Bethlehem and noticed Ruth among the gleaners. Whose young woman is that? He asked. When he learned she was Ruth, the Moabite who had returned with Naomi, his heart was moved. I have been told all you have done for your mother-in-law, he said. Stay in my fields, Boaz told Ruth. Do not go to any other field. I have told the men not to touch you. When you are thirsty, drink from the water jars the men have filled. May you be richly rewarded by the Lord, under whose wings you have come to take refuge. At mealtime, Boaz invited Ruth to eat with his workers. She ate and was satisfied, and even had some left over. When she rose to glean, Boaz instructed his men to pull out stalks for her and leave them. She gathered an extraordinary amount. Grace always exceeds what we deserve. When Ruth returned with her abundant gleaning, Naomi was amazed. Where did you work? Who showed you such favor? When Ruth mentioned Boaz, Naomi's eyes lit up. He is our close relative, one of our kinsman-redeemers. The Lord has not stopped showing kindness. Naomi devised a plan. Tonight, Boaz will be winnowing barley on the threshing floor. Wash and perfume yourself. Put on your best clothes. When he lies down, note the place. Then go and uncover his feet and lie down. He will tell you what to do. Ruth obeyed. Ruth did everything her mother-in-law told her. When Boaz finished eating and drinking and lay down at the far end of the grain pile, she approached quietly, uncovered his feet, and lay down. At midnight, Boaz awoke startled. A woman was lying at his feet. "Who are you?" Boaz asked. "I am Ruth," she replied. "Spread the corner of your garment over me, since you are a kinsman-redeemer." She was asking him to marry her, to redeem her and Naomi. "This kindness is greater than what you showed earlier," Boaz said. "Do not be afraid. All my fellow townsmen know you are a woman of noble character." Boaz told her, "I will redeem you, but there is a kinsman-redeemer nearer than I. If he will not redeem you, as surely as the Lord lives, I will do it. Stay until morning." He would follow the law perfectly. Boaz went to the city gate and waited for the nearer kinsman. Before the elders of the city, he presented the matter. The other man was willing to buy the land, but not to marry Ruth. He declined. Then Boaz announced before all, "I have purchased the property and acquired Ruth as my wife." So Boaz took Ruth, and she became his wife. The elders and townspeople blessed them. "May your house be like the house of Perez, whom Tamar bore to Judah. A foreign widow and an Israelite landowner united. I was weaving a tapestry far greater than any of them knew. I enabled Ruth to conceive, and she gave birth to a son. The women of Bethlehem celebrated with Naomi. Praise be to the Lord, who has not left you without a kinsman-redeemer. May he become famous throughout Israel." And indeed he would, for his name was Obed. Naomi took the child in her arms and cared for him. The women said, "Naomi has a son." She who had called herself Mara, bitter, was now blessed beyond measure. Her daughter-in-law, who loved her, was better than 7 sons. From emptiness to overflow. This is my way. And so, beloved child, Ruth the Moabite gleaner became the great-grandmother of King David and an ancestor of my son, Jesus. I take the faithful foreigner, the loyal friend, the humble worker, and place them in the greatest story ever told. Your faithfulness matters. Until we speak again.